Oh my god. Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zach.
We're back with Squid Game Season 2, Episode 4. Alright, man. The guy with the mask.
Yeah, brother.
What's he called again?
Inho.
Inho. Okay.
But he's.
Why do I always want to say front man?
Yeah, could be the front man. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at my notes.
Okay. Maybe I've heard that somewhere, or maybe
I'll do what you don't like.
What? Oh, that's only when we're fucking like reacting to a scene.
The salesman.
That can't be the guy. The salesman's probably the guy who
wrote down the salesman. They must have said it.
The guy in the ship.
What?
Oh, the salesman. I think meant the sailor.
No. No, I think they might call him the salesman.
But anyways, he came in to essentially break the tie.
Yeah, I wonder how he got it. Well, I mean, they were all focused on the argument. He's down there, like walks down there all pissed off.
Like you think the door in the back opens like a crack, and he's like.
I wonder if he's down in the games now, though. If he had to enter the game.
That's what I'm thinking. I think he's going to be there. Like I think he's going to be like that sweet old man who ended up being like obviously a monster.
So they don't target him and everything like that, and he just goes through and.
So if I understand, in the first season, the old man, a lot of that stuff he had to do on his own. I don't know if they made special accommodations for him or they.
Well, I thought they said something in this season about the fact that he wasn't targeted by the thing in the beginning.
Yeah.
The first game, the big doll.
Okay.
Like after the season, after the events were over and they confronts him later.
Okay.
Now, like things like that may occur, where they might like let him pass through.
I just thought the old man.
And if he loses a challenge, he still live. Okay. That old man lost one, right? And he lived.
He lived, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
I just thought the old man was just really good at the game.
I don't think so. I thought that we established in some part in this season. They talked about how he.
Yeah, you're right.
He wasn't targeted and shit by
Yeah.
it. So I'd say that.
I guess I like to think if those guys enter the game, it's because they're still obsessed with the ideology of the game.
Well, they weren't all as committed as.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the salesman, or was he called the recruiter?
Well, the recruiter's definitely the guy throwing his piece of paper things down.
Is that what they called him, though? We called him the recruiter.
Okay. Yeah, we called him that. The guy who shot himself, right?
Yeah, I think he's called
the handsome man. The handsome Korean man.
He might have been called the salesman.
Okay.
I don't fucking know. I don't remember now.
We don't have any sweet Middle Eastern Indian people here, though. We don't have any of them.
No old Ali.
God, what a beautiful soul.
Wrong place, wrong time, man.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I didn't think about this, but because my son was talking about it, we haven't seen a scene yet where he gives any money or anything to his family.
You talking about his kid?
Ali had a family.
Oh, yeah.
But I was also thinking, like, was Ali particularly close to Gi-hoon? I don't know.
I thought, they made him part of their own little clique.
It was part of the clique, but I think it was more him and the old man.
Oh, Gi-hoon and the old man?
Yeah, and then obviously he got teamed up with whatever his name is, the other handsome Korean guy who ended up letting himself die for Gi-hoon. Mm-hmm. All right, guys, before we jump in, if you want to support us, check us out on Patreon to see the full-length, uncut reaction for this and everything that we do, actually. And we also have early access, but we're not really doing that for this show because it all dropped at once. It's kind of hard for us to do that, but we do that for the majority of our shows. Let's jump in. I remember someone banged in a bathroom last year.
Yeah, it was that shitty guy and that one chick.
Yeah. But like, dude, these guys have a lot of bathrooms here. Bento box. Maybe that's just Japanese. Gi-hoon, you gotta eat. We're not gonna be effective.
야, 일단 먹어. 어? 먹고 죽은 귀신이 때깔도 곱대잖아.
Give him your food?
넌 어떨지 모르겠는데 솔직히 난 저 이성 갖고 나가봤자 빚진 거 이자도 못 내.
지난번 내가 여기 들어왔을 때 어떤 사람이 너랑 똑같은 말을 했어. 그리고 그 사람 결국 여기서 죽었어.
선생님 이 게임 해보셨다면서요? 저 아까 선생님 때문에 동그라미 눌렀어요. 사실 저도 겁나서 그만두고 나가려고
Oh
했는데
God.
Yeah.
그 생각했거든요.
저도.
다음 게임 먼저 하시죠.
I wonder if they're gonna change up the games to sow kind of distrust.
했으면 다음 게임도 잘했다는 거 아니야.
두 번째 게임은 달고나 뽑기였어요.
달고나요? 그 설탕 녹인 거 뽑는 그 달고나요?
네 가지 모양 중 하나를 선택해서 뽑는 거였어요.
그러면은 제일 쉬운 게 뭐였어?
삼각형.
제일 어려운 건 뭐였어?
Fucking umbrella, dude.
우산.
우산이요? 아니 우산을 뽑은 놈들이 있어요? 와, 못 모르고 우산 뽑은 놈들은 완전 골각이야.
그럼 우리 전부 다 삼각형만 뽑으면 되겠네요. 이거 웬만하면 다 통과할 수 있을 것 같은데? 그죠?
365명이 다 성공하면은
You fucking asshole.
제가 지금 이 얘기를 하는 건 모두를 살리기 위해서입니다. 다음 게임에 뽑기라는 게 확실해지면 제가 알고 있는 사실을 모든 사람들에게 알려줄 겁니다.
근데 넌 못 뽑았어?
I mean, it was random, wasn't it?
Yeah.
이거 더 먹어요. 애기 생각해서 더 먹어요. 계란이 사모한테 좋아.
Oh, God. Pregnant?
애만 해도 이 열 손가락으로 다 못 꼽아요. 그냥 몸 태나 걸음걸이만 봐도 그냥 보니까 산딸이 다 된 것 같은데
What the fuck?
배를 쪼이면은 애한테나 사모한테나 안 좋아. 그냥 큰일 나요. 이런 데까지 와서 깜짝이야.
누나가 지금 이러고 있을 때가 아니야.
왜? 야야 잠깐만. 저기 밤 남기지 말고 뭔가 낌새가 이상하다 싶으면은
This is...
If she's actually pregnant, that's pretty fucked up. I just wonder if she actually is.
I think she is, because it would discredit the mom.
Yeah.
뭐 하나 여쭤봐도 될까요? 왜 여기 다시 들어오신 거예요? 여기서 우승해서 나가셨다면서요? 그럼 상금 456억 받으셨을 텐데 설마 그걸 다 쓰신 거예요?
너 또 경마했어?
그건 제 돈이 아닙니다. 여기서 죽은 사람들의 목숨값입니다.
아니 뭐 그렇게까지 생각하실 필요가 있나요? 그 사람들을 선생님이 죽이신 것도 아니고 그러신다고서 뭐 죽은 사람들이 살아오는 것도 아니고
당신의 마지막에 X만 눌렀어도 최소한 여기 있는 사람들은 살아서 나갈 수 있었습니다.
맞아요. 제가 마지막에 동그라미를 눌렀죠. 그렇지만 저 말고도 여기 남으려는 사람들이 182명이나 더 있었고요.
여기서 나가려고 했었던 사람들도 182명이 있었습니다.
사람들이 정말로 좋아했을까요? 나중에 어디서 절 만나면 그때 살려줘서 정말 감사하다고.
아 그래. 이왕 이렇게 된 거 이제 와서 누가 누굴 탓하겠어. 우리끼리 똘똘 뭉치면 걱정할 게 하나도 없어요.
맞습니다, 형님들. 똘똘 뭉쳐야 되는 거 아니겠습니까? 저도
근데 누구세요?
아 형님 강대호입니다 형님.
Kongdo?
아 대호 씨.
할 때부터 팬 됐습니다. 저 이제부터 형님들 알아가고 싶습니다. 허락해 주십시오. 아람! 너무 멋있었습니다.
잠깐.
왜요, 형님?
해병.
Oh, he's a Marine too.
형 1140입니다.
슈. 왠지 아까부터 끌리는 느낌 있었어. 나 746이야. 우리 잘해보자.
The music it plays when that shit happens.
Yeah, it makes it kind of goofy.
사람들 총 맞고 죽어나가고 피 터지는데 씨발 넌 입맛이 도냐? 그 코인 때문에 망한 건 나도 마찬가지야. 그래서 나도 돈 벌러 여기 들어온 거고.
그래 돈. 내가 좆빠지게 랩 씹으러서 번 내 돈.
Bust my ass rapping.
알았으니까 좀 비켜줄래? 나 밥 좀 먹.
너 이게 그렇게 먹고 싶어?
Dude, he get punched in the fucking face for that, dude. You don't do that to a guy. There you go.
내가 너 때문에 잃은 돈이 얼마? 개새끼야.
형 저도 한 대만 때릴게. 씨발.
저러다 크게 다치겠는데 누가 좀 말려야 되는 거 아닐까?
You guys are Marines. You gotta fucking stop him.
밥 먹다 말고 뭐 하는 짓이야 이게? 밥 먹을 때 이러는 거 아니야? 여기 어르신들도 많은데 버르장머리 없이 창피하지도 않아?
여기까지 기어들어온 주제 어디다 대고 훈계질이야?
I fucking hate that guy.
Yeah.
밖에 나와서 함부로 나불대지 말고 집에 가서 아저씨 자식 새끼나 잘 키워.
뭐라 그랬네?
이 새끼한테나 하라고. 그 훈계질.
Man, I broke the 180-degree rule there. That was weird. Oh, damn, he's kicking the shit out of him. He's so efficient with his moves.
He does not look happy about what he said.
He didn't lose a daughter, though. He lost a wife, right?
Either way.
Oh, he has a kid,
Yeah.
right? Does he have a kid?
I thought he lost his wife.
He definitely lost his wife, the kidney thing.
I don't remember, Shane.
I
I
want
have
you
to
to-
go back and look at my notes, which I can't do during a reaction.
Please don't do it.
해병대인가?
Shit. That was good comedy right there with putting the sleeve down. So that guy's a badass. That was pretty cool.
Oh,
Dude, I hope you get paid a shit ton of money on this. Jesus. In my head, I would be wondering, like, okay, are they gonna kill me when all these games are over?
yeah.
나연아! 제가 아빠입니다. 빨리 서현대학병원으로 가주세요.
It was him?
I remember her seeing him and thinking about it.
Yeah,
I didn't remember that she shot him.
I didn't-
Maybe I did. And I don't know.
God. I dated a woman like that. So it was nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there too. And like you said, it's nonsense. She's saying it while she's looking at the money.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Sure, that would get rewarded.
ironic.
Yeah.
Let her sleep, motherfucker.
The mother-son storyline is going to bubble to a point where it's going to break me. I know it.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch some names and write down their numbers here.
잘못했어.
안 주무시면 잠깐 얘기 좀 나눌 수 있을까요?
아 예.
아 제가 말이 좀 심했던 것 같아서요. 사과드리고 싶습니다.
아닙니다. 다 그쪽 탓으로 돌린 건 제가 지나쳤습니다.
제 와이프가 많이 아픕니다. 급성 간경화 때문에 간 이식을 해야 되는데 근데 병원에서 검사를 받다가 뱃속에 애가 있는 걸 알게 됐어요.
Oh, God.
병원에서 낙태를 하라고 그러는데 와이프가 말을 안 들어요. 죽더라도 애기를 낳겠다고. 제 와이프가 고집이 세거든요. 제가 제 와이프 고집을 이겨본 적이 없어요. 이식할 칸은 안 구해지고 와이프 상태는 나빠지고 돈은 빌릴 수 있는 데까지 다 빌렸는데도 감당이 안 되더라고요.
Maybe this is actual story.
Yeah,
너무 급해서 사정을 알고 도와주고 싶다고 좀 빌렸는데 그게 뇌물이라고 문제가 돼서 결국 다니던 직장에서도 쫓겨났습니다. 제 젊음을 다 바쳤던 곳이었는데 저한테는 이 게임이 마지막 희망이었습니다. 저게 어떤 돈인지 하지만 저 돈이 꼭 필요합니다. 저게 남의 목숨값이라고 그래도 전 저 돈으로
It's like the Philosopher's Stones in Fullmetal Alchemist.
yeah.
To honor the lives that were given.
제 와이프하고 애기
He's put on a hell of a show, but it's probably easy to do that because this all happened to him.
Yeah.
I don't know about the kid. Maybe they added that part, but it didn't feel like he did.
No.
Because,
He might be reliving it. That's why he went off on fucking Thanos.
yeah, Thanos.
There you go. Took the eyes and everything.
That's just disgusting.
왜? 쓸만한 게 없어?
이것뿐이야? 나머지는
이미 장기가 상했어. 죽은 지 오래돼서 건질만한 거 안구뿐이야. 누가 머리에 한 발을 더 쏴서 확인 사살했어. 그럼도 마찬가지야. 다리에 맞은 놈 머리에 쏴서 확실히 죽였어.
누가 이러는 거야?
Aren't they selling the organs on the side? Like it's not really part of the operation.
I think you're right. I think that's what he
Yeah.
did in the first season.
Yeah.
So there's just more guys still doing it, or?
It must be.
머리나 심장에 총을 맞고 즉사했고 숨이 붙어있는 놈들은 누군가 확인 사살을 해서 쓸만한 상품이 별로 없습니다.
누가 한 짓이야?
11번 같습니다.
11번 부대장님 호출이다.
This set is such a cool little set. And it really looks like they built quite a bit of it, too.
Yeah, it's.
It's like a hell of a thing to build, isn't
Just
it?
imagine trying to find your way around that fucking place.
Yeah, imagine, it'd be so cool to play tag there or something.
가면 벗어. 덥지 않을 거면 방해는 하지 말라고 했을 텐데. 숨이 붙어 있는 것들을 네가 직접 확인 사살까지 했다면서.
제가 맡은 일을 했을 뿐입니다.
우리가 처음 만난 지 얼마나 됐지?
잘 기억이 나지 않습니다.
7년 정도 된 것 같아.
7 years. I didn't think they knew each other here.
내가 널 처음 만나러 갔을 때, 넌 싸구려 병실에서 시체처럼 멍하니 허우 저격총 하나로 추격자를 다 쏴 죽이고 혼자 휴전선 경계까지 뚫고 내려왔다는 게 믿을 수가 없었어. 난 그런 네 모습이 안타까웠다. 너한테 다시 살 수 있는 기회를 주고 싶었어.
항상 감사하게 생각하고 있습니다.
그럼 시키는 대로 해.
하고 싶지 않습니다.
대장한테 발각될까 봐? 그런 걱정 안 해도 돼. 지난번에 참가자 한 놈한테 수술을 시키고 게임을 알려주는 바람에 만에 하나 발각된다고 해도
그런 문제가 아닙니다.
그럼 뭐가 문제야? 푸게 두고 온 아이를 찾고 싶다고 했지. 그럴 수만 있다면 시키는 건 뭐든지 하겠다고. 마음이 변했나?
부대장님께서 처음 저를 찾아오셨을 때 제가 여기서 할 일은 아무런 삶의 희망이 없는 사람들을 고통 없이 편히 쉬게 해주는 일이라고 하셨습니다. 그 일을 하려고 여기 왔습니다.
Chick, dude, come on.
어차피 죽을 놈들이야. 그런 놈들 장기로 살 수 있는 사람 살리는 게 뭐가 잘못됐어?
Borderline insubordinate.
Well, he's also
Well, I know.
it's a gray area, but he can also maybe with their little shitty operation try to have her killed.
Yeah.
너 이 새끼 사기란 말도 없어 사표를 던져! 너 휴직 처리로 돌린다고 내가 서장님한테 얼마나 사정한 줄 알아?
말씀 다 하셨어요?
뭐?
그럼 저 좀 더 주세요.
내가 뭘 어떻게 도와줄까? 너랑 그 섬이라도 찾으러 다녔나?
지금 바로 수색해야 합니다. 시간 끌면 성균 씨뿐만 아니라 게임에 들어.
이 얘기 우리 이미 끝난 거 아니었어?
사장님.
얘 도대체 또 왜 이래? 많이 나아졌다며.
Show him like the money and everything.
계속 상담 받아. 그거 창피한 거 아니야?
사장님!
그런 증거를 가져왔나? 경찰은 증거야. 증거.
Take him to Gihoons, right?
황 여사 사표 처리해. 얘 더 이상 안 되겠다.
제가 책임지고 상담받게 하겠습니다.
What a guy trying to help out a friend, though.
Oh yeah.
두 팀이 동시에 수색하면 가능성이 있습니다.
Dude, you have evidence.
그래도 박 선장이 아는 배로 하나 더 구해놨고
게임이 이미 시작됐으면 남은 시간은 길어야 5일입니다.
마음 편안하게 한잔해. 어차피 오늘은 못 나가니까. 배 위에서만 30년이야. 책상 앞에 앉아가지고 맨날 컴퓨터만 들여다보는 그런 놈.
띄우면은 선장님이 책임지시는 겁니다.
와 그렇게 급해? 어? 유년을 찾아다니는 못 찾은 슴을 갑자기 어떻게 찾겠다고?
아니 이게 비밀이라서 선장님한테 자세하게 말씀드리긴 좀 그런데 우리 친구 중에 하나가 그 섬에 잡혀갔어요.
게임했다는 친구.
손 사장님 얘기 선장님도 들으셨구나.
그럼 뭐 그냥 황영사한테 잠깐.
그건 뭐 얘기해도 되는 거였네. 그 사람이 그분들한테 복수하겠다고 여기다가 추적기를 박아놓고
황영사 얘기가 다 진짜였어?
응.
근데 나는 안 믿기더라. 뭐 게임이니 상금이니 몇백억.
선장님. 근데 그놈들이 진짜로 있더라고. 그 가면 쓴 놈들 공기를 지져갖고 내가
저런 사람들 데리고 내려왔구나.
They don't tell him all the stuff. Now I'm already fishy. It's already fishy.
I told you.
That one guy looked kind of like a badass.
한 대 탄 겁니다. 어? 같이 살든가 같이 죽든가. 네, 선장님만 믿습니다.
Why didn't Gihoon ever charter like a flight or like a helicopter? You'd find it eventually.
삼각형이 제일 쉬운 거 맞죠?
예.
Or is it a fucking pain in the ass this time or something?
Oh my god.
야야야. 야 이게 어떻게 삼각형이야?
이 양반 때문에 우리 다 죽게 생겼어, 이야.
It's a dream. Yeah.
I mean, even myself, I was like, how are you going to show that in the show? Of any, you know what I mean? Like, everyone would fuck that up.
Yeah. Even the little tips.
Yeah.
There's no way to keep that. If you cut the
Yeah,
lines.
you had to piss on it, man.
보고도 쌩까는 건 줄 알았는데 하긴
저거 왜 여기 있어?
기억 안 나? 네가 나한테도 사라고 했어 그 코인
치우기로 했잖아.
낳을 거야.
지금 애를 어떻게 낳아서 키워? 돈이 없는데.
돈 벌 거야. 돈 벌어서 빚도 다 갚고 집도 구하고. 어차피 아빠 없이 키울 건데 엄마라도 돈이 있어야지.
그래서 여기 들어와서 돈 벌려고? 근데
너한테 책임지라고 할 거 아니니까 너 하던 대로 해.
Yeah. Fucked up a lot of people.
So will this guy, the
Might come
demons,
through.
like come through for her?
Yeah.
You think the Squid Games they make some kind of exception for her because she's pregnant?
They would know she's pregnant.
난 나가려고 했어. 너 때문에 못 나간 거야.
Fucked it up again, pal.
Jackass.
Why would they let him keep that?
I have no idea why he'd still have that. It's a little inconsistent.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe they thought it'd be cool if he had drugs though, like you just introduce that to the games.
Yeah.
The Blue Danube? This song.
Oh, Danube.
Danube?
Danube, isn't it? It's a
sounds
river.
better.
It's the River Danube. It's in Germany, I
Okay.
think. I don't fucking know.
But watch this thing, Netflix thing on Hitler and World War II. It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
He uses like restored footage and then it does like, it's just telling the story.
아니에요?
아닌 것 같아요.
아니면 뭔데요?
잘 모르겠습니다.
뭐야? 당신 다 해봤다며? 삼각형이 제일 쉽다며? 개소리였어?
죄송합니다.
죄송하면 다해. 세상 잘난 척을 혼자 다 하더니
Dude, what does it matter?
여기 남은 사람들 어떡할 거야? 당신 책임질 거야!
그만하시죠.
That old guy might be my... He's like right there with Thanos is my least favorite fucking guy.
말을 합니까? 정신 나간 말을 믿은 우리가 잘못이지.
달고나 삼각형? 지랄하고 자빠졌네.
뭐라는 거요? 달고나 아니랴?
아닌가 봐.
그럼 어떻게 해?
Wasn't tug of war a team game?
어디 가게? 어디 가게?
아니 우리도
Well, they're also in this place.
Yeah, tug of war and you fall down or
Yeah.
some shit.
미안합니다.
전 그래도 선생님 믿습니다.
Wasn't this...
선생님만 괜찮으시면 저 이 게임 같이 하고 싶습니다.
어차피 애들 게임이라며. 우리 옛날에 맨날 하고 놀았잖아 그런 거.
맞습니다 형님들. 저
그래 귀신 잡는 해병대가 쪽팔리게 달고나가 뭐야? 달고나가 이왕 하는 건
목숨 제대로 걸겠습니다.
그럼 지금 한 명만 더 모으면 되겠네요.
형님, 제가 있지 않습니까? 제가 찾아오겠습니다.
그러면은 목숨 걸만한 사람을 하나 찾아와. 아, 필승.
Reminds me of Final Fantasy 7, like when.
Yeah. To practice the little moves and shit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
나랑 같이 하자.
What's this guy's name?
됐어.
너도 팀은 짜야 될 거 아니야.
너랑은 안 해.
센 척하지 마. 그 몸으로 누가 너 끼워줄 것 같아?
신경 꺼. 내가 알아서 해.
연락 못해서 미안해.
전화 문자 싹 다 씹길래 난 너 죽은 줄 알았어.
알았어, 내가 미안해.
I'm sorry, cut that shit, man.
진짜 살아서 나가야 아이를 낳든 말든 뭐라도 할 거 아니야.
난 안 믿어. 넌 나한테 그냥 죽은 사람이야.
I don't blame her. I hope he comes through for her. That'd be a pretty cool storyline.
한 명 더 필요하시면 제가 우린 됐어요.
힘은 우리가 써도 되고.
저기요, 저 두 사람 필요하신 거면 같이 할 수 있을까요?
아 그래요? 아니 또 한 명 어디 있어요?
미안한데 우린 따로 찾는 사람이 있었어.
That dude's old and he looks kind of frail, if you ask me.
놓고 오면은 받아줄게요.
할머니 아니고 우리 엄마야.
I feel bad for her. God.
너라도 들어가.
No.
엄마는 엄마가 알아서 할게.
아 엄마 쓸데없는 좀 우리 하지 마.
No.
자 고개 들고.
This kind of just feels so bad to me because she reminds me of my mom.
I know.
민수요.
여기 왜 들어왔는데?
세뇨리타 excuse me. 너 게임 나랑 같이 하자.
내가 왜?
이 형 누구지 몰라요? 래퍼 타노스. 내 랩으로 인류의 절반을 다 죽여버리겠다.
무슨 게임 할지 모르잖아요.
It's embarrassing people to watch.
This is embarrassing.
인피니티 스톤은 다 모았고?
Of course. 지금부터 내 앞을 가로막는 자들은 내가 싸그리 쓸어버릴 거야.
I'm embarrassed for Marvel. Because that.
It's like this is like more embarrassing than watching the Ginyu Force dance, and that's who he reminds me of. The fucking Ginyu Force shit.
Yeah.
What's up? Nice to meet you, my brother. Welcome to the Thanos world. 귀엽다. Come on.
형님, 찾았습니다. 946! 이야, 해병이 3명이면 천하무적이지. 응? 어때요? 난 마음에 드는데?
저도 같이 하게 해주세요.
아, 미안해. 우리가 5명이 다 차가지고.
도와주세요. 아이가 있어요.
같이.
이런 못된 것들을 봤나? 니들은 나를 찾아왔어야지. 내가 니들을 찾게 만들어?
이런 작두칼이 찢어 죽일 것들.
This reminds me of the little girl lady.
Yeah, it's just
like her face.
It's like, why are you batshit, lady?
5명이 발을 묶고 함께 출발하여 10m마다 설치된 통과점에서 한 명씩 각각의 미션을 모두 통과하여 5분 내에 결승점에 들어오면
It doesn't help that I don't know what most of this shit is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to understand these games. Like,
야, 우리가 여자 뽑길 잘했다, 그쵸? 공기 좀 하죠.
What kind of woman are you?
요즘 여자애들은 공기를 안 하나?
She's also younger, you know, so she might not.
제가 공기 조금 합니다.
공기를 한다고? 해병대가?
제가 4녀 1남 중에 막내라.
해병이 무슨
저 딱지요. 그 지하철에서 그 남자랑 했을 때도 제가 더 많이 이겼어요.
Oh, he got.
222번 아가씨가 딱지하고 내가 비석치기 할게. 우리 의사 다닐 때 사회야구단에서 내가 투수했잖아. 던지는 건 잘하거든.
전 뭐 기훈 씨가 정해주는 걸로 할게요.
God, putting that in his hands.
제 이름은
아, 저 친구분이 이름 부르시길래 저도 그냥 따라해봤는데 불편하세요?
아니요. 괜찮습니다.
He messed up. I didn't think he'd mess up, you know?
You fucking slipped.
저 팽이 하겠습니다.
하나, 둘, 셋 하면 필승 하는 거야. 자, 하나, 둘, 셋, 필승!
Dude, the old woman though.
Yeah.
It's kind of biased towards fighting age men. You know?
Oh yeah.
그럼 게임을 시작합니다.
We need to try that. That looks like a cool game, actually. I think that was pretty good. I am glad that we're seeing different games.
You missed it.
금을 닫지 마세요.
비석치기는 실패하면 시간이 많이 지체되겠어요.
Dude, don't celebrate. Go. Did you ever play Jacks and Marbles? In the same areas we started doing it, and then we all got really good at it. And I remember doing my mom.
Did you not just do it? Oh, you gotta do it multiple times.
실패. 처음부터
That looks hard, dude.
Fuck yes, it looks hard. They're still on the second one. You son of a bitch!
It looks like.
한 번에 그냥.
살좀 맞아 좀.
성공.
They're gonna be tough as fuck.
Yeah, that looks like the hardest thing I've seen. one thing this show gives us is like a window into like these games from different cultures.
Yeah.
That's one thing that's kind of cool about it.
금을 밟았습니다.
Wow. Dude, you gotta hustle, right? Hustle. So what is this game? Oh, it's a top, right?
Mm-hmm.
니 때문에 우리 다 죽는다. 다 죽어.
It's hard to watch.
Yeah, it is. The expressiveness of the culture is kind of, it's just different to me. Imagine people from like Scandinavian countries, because they're so stoic, would think this is nuts.
Wow, they're acting. Yeah.
Yeah.
자신 없으면은 저랑 자리 바꾸시면은
내가 있을 자리는 천지신명님께서 정해주시는 자리야.
I bet she's gonna be fucking bomb at this, probably.
꿈마다 반말을 세.
It's skag. She's definitely skag, but that's alright. Oh shit, that's pretty cool. You're still timed, right? Just.
제한 시간이 끝났습니다.
Oh fuck, man.
동그라미 두는 놈들 때문에 다 죽게 생겼다고. 그거? 형 아까 했던 거 그 십자가 안에.
I don't know what the fuck are you talking about.
안내 말씀드립니다.
내 남술 남겨.
참가자들은
이거 새로 합성한 거라 완전 fucking crazy, man.
Bliss. It's bliss, Zach. Go check out our penguin reactions. That shit was great.
MD 할 때 진짜 인간한 건 다 해봤어요. 그리고 형 저희
I
클럽
used that
오셨어.
line the other day at work.
What?
Pick a lane.
Junkie. These fucking people.
Well, it fucks him up and he can't do the thing right.
I don't think this group's gonna die because Thanos is gonna be here for a while.
He's that asshole.
그러니까 다들 쫄지 말고 죽지 않은 마음으로 해. 나 죽어도 된다는 마음으로 하라고.
야, 너나 잘해.
나?
너 손이나 떨지 말고.
그렇게 재수없게 말을 해. 그러니까 여자 뽑지 말자 했잖아. 말을 재수없게.
진짜 병신이네.
씨발년.
It's a rough deal there.
Mm-hmm.
That's just.
Mm-hmm.
열어. 명령이야.
Is that?
That's no, or no, however you pronounce it.
They have some kind of vocabulator on.
Yeah.
That's what the voice changer. What's she doing?
She's capping them so they can't use the organs.
Well, why?
Because evidently she stands against that sort of thing. She's taking an ethical stand.
Okay.
Well, I mean, after she shot that guy.
Yeah.
Remember because someone tried to take his organs and she ended up killing him?
Yeah.
영미 씨가 얼마나 용기 있는 사람인지. 그러니까 영미 씨도 자기 자신을 믿어야 돼요. 할 수 있겠어요?
해볼게요.
I know they keep a lot of the jewelry and shit to give them.
6.25 때 살아남은 장군자씨 아들 박용식입니다.
저는 믿어요. 우리가 해낼 수 있다는 걸. 우리.
Well, I was saying that I know they let them keep a lot of that shit with them to give them like a persona.
Yeah.
You just think they wouldn't let them keep it?
You'd figured, but I think it's what you said. They also have spectators watching too.
Yeah.
So it could be for the spectators.
Holding her up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh damn.
Yeah, I didn't think we'd see it. Yeah, I didn't think we'd see the end of that. It seemed like they were spending too much time.
Yeah.
Covering this ground.
I hopefully they don't skip over it. That's part of the games. Is like seeing it.
Well, we may not finish the games this time.
There is that too, but I'm genuinely interested in this particular game, honestly.
We'll probably finish these games.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that we probably won't finish the entire...
Yeah, this is a short. There's only like 6 episodes or something.
Yeah,
we're already on 4.
We've already seen the games finish once.
Yeah, but they're all different games. I know, for story, like, why would they? Yeah. Okay, so we just spend a little more time with the characters. Before, though, do you have, like, a favorite game? Like, I think they all are pretty cool, actually.
The first one was... Well, because I got my head stuck on the fucking throwing the rock thing, because we spent so much time there. What was the first fucking game?
I mean, there is the slamming the thing down.
That's what it was, yeah. Doggy. Yeah, so they did that, because remember that guy did the first round.
That game sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and then they go up to throw the rock at the stone, and then they had the thing where the chick was catching the dice, or whatever the fuck those things were.
Yeah, it reminds me of...
Jacks,
yeah.
It seems like a lot more intense than Jacks.
It does, but it gets pretty hard because I think you have 12 jacks, and then you have a bouncy ball, right?
Yeah, because you have bounce the ball
and
and catch it,
and then like because you have all over the place.
You have to hold them in your hand, right?
You got to bounce them and then you have to do like this, and you have to do angles.
Really?
Yeah, like once you get
Also, in your hand, you mean?
Yeah, and I know people play a hard version where like you can't touch more than what you need, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
You need more than you need.
So if you need 4. And you grab.
You need 4. Like, how many are you supposed to fucking pick up?
You do it. No, so you.
Let's just pick up all the jacks.
No, so you throw them out randomly, and you bounce the ball, and you grab 1, and then you bounce the ball, and you grab 2, and you bounce the ball, and you grab 3.
Oh, okay. I wasn't aware of this.
Yeah, and
I didn't know the rules.
It's I
just grab as many as you could.
No, not when I played, at least. I don't think so. But my dad, when I was playing it, he said he used to play. My mom used to play in the Philippines until she was like 18 years old.
Sophisticated games.
Sophisticated. They played it like for 100 years.
I remember them playing cards, smoking, and drinking a lot. And I grew up in euchre tournaments. So
my mom in the Philippines said she played until she was like 20 years old.
Really?
Yeah. You carve a dirt circle, or back then I guess they just had dirt. and my mom's living room, it was a dirt living room because she grew up in the Philippines.
That's what my grandma's floor was.
In a fishing village, yeah. And then you do that, and then they take it pretty seriously too over there.
I'll be damned.
But the thing that she was doing, flipping the dice, that seemed really cool, but hard as hell, especially the last move.
Not only you have to catch them like that, but then you have to throw them up again like that and catch them again.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that seems pretty wild.
Fuck yeah.
Now the rock throwing thing, that looked pretty simple. What else was there?
Well, the next one was the dice.
Yeah.
I'm calling them dice, even though I know they weren't dice. But and then there was the top.
Spinning the top. That I've always seen people do that, and it looks pretty cool.
You had to wrap it the right way, and then you're supposed to throw it. And then the last one we didn't get to see.
Okay.
No one made it that far.
Okay. But so whatever her name was, the Daiho. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
What are you talking about?
The pregnant girl, 222.
The Junhee.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah. So her and the ex-YouTuber got it on.
That's Myungji.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to pronounce these fucking things. So if I'm fucking it up,
yeah,
you just have to roll with it. I'm an American and I don't hear this shit.
So she's Junhee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's Myungji.
Okay. Yeah.
Myungji.
I think what would be the ideal storyline that would bring satisfaction for those characters is he comes through for her.
Yeah.
Make sure she goes on. Because like he's not like Thanos. It seems like the mistakes he made are the ones he made before the games.
Yeah.
Now that we're in the games, he can try to be a good person.
Redeem himself a little bit. Yeah. I just think he's gonna die.
I definitely think he's gonna die.
Especially if the games go much longer.
Yeah, I think he's definitely gonna die, but I think it has to be because of the story. I think.
Yeah.
Not just because they fuck up a game.
Inho. Had some pretty cool moments.
Yeah, he is. He's a badass.
So he's down here fucking revving their engine and shit and fucking around down
your
there.
brother.
Some bitch.
Your people. Exactly.
My people.
Yeah.
There's probably some asshole that came down here and turned around because they just came down, turned around, and went back up the road. So it's probably not my brother.
Well, not your brother, but his people.
Well, they would still come out. If they were coming all the way out here, they would come out here to do something. They wouldn't have just stopped and turned around and left.
No,
probably something.
no, my view. We park here and we live here.
All right, anyway.
Okay, we're talking about
Inho.
Yeah,
whipped some ass.
He whooped some ass.
It's hard by this, like what Thanos tried to say about his family or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I know he's representing like someone that's high on this hierarchy of this evil establishment, but I can't help but really be compelled by him.
Oh yeah.
He's like kind of got like that handsome but hard look.
Well, there's a reality behind his story.
Tragic backstory.
There's a reality behind the facade.
Yeah.
So he's put on this facade for the sake of the games because, maybe whoever he's representing in terms of who's invested in the games he has to follow suit if an original player has come back, an experienced original player.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has to kind of step in there and kind of balance it out.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I like the character. I
do too.
But he's
kind of a cool adversary.
Yeah, he is.
And also in this episode, he slipped up.
He did.
Called him by his name.
Yeah, I'm kind of. I wouldn't think if I was writing the character that he would ever do that, but it's fine.
Well, maybe it's because he actually is invested in Gihun.
Yeah.
Like maybe he actually respects what he's doing.
Sees something. Yeah.
Sees a little bit of his brother. He had that conversation with his brother. Maybe shook him up a little bit.
Yeah.
So he's still a human. So he's not like a.
Yeah.
He's not like a hard ass like Bill the Butcher, where he's like a hardliner on what he believes, and no matter who you are and what you do.
That's a good point. Yeah. So I get why it's not good to harvest organs.
Number 11.
And that's a real thing, in Asia, man. Like it's a real fucking thing.
I've heard people get abducted.
I've heard of that shit, man, and I've seen guys that like military guys that come on podcasts and say they've broken down operations like Indonesia and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this scary fucking thing to think about too.
Happens. It's a good thing that I was an alcoholic. My organs are no good to anyone.
They don't check to see if you're viable first, though, Zach.
Well, they might want to pay attention to that. They probably have to look at demographics in the area and everything.
Probably. They can't go to the Midwest.
Yeah, see, we're all fucking eating corn dogs and fucking.
But yeah, I'm just wondering why she is being antagonistic to whoever his name is.
Probably because he's become like, it sounds like when they started out, he wasn't involved in the side business. So now she even said, "You're the one that's changed."
Yeah.
So
I guess, but just still, why just be a thorn in someone's side?
Well, because she probably had that moment with that dad. She's been there for 7 years.
Yeah.
So she's been there 7 years, and all of a sudden, 7 years later, after leaving that job that she had, and seeing that kid and her dad, then he's at the game.
I just don't think anything would affect her as much as potentially never seeing your daughter again. Like that doesn't clear that.
Well, Gihun.
Well, I know, but he knows his daughter's out there safe. Like, she's trying to find her daughter. So I feel like whatever changes her personality...
I don't know. She's there and seeing all this shit happen.
Like, yeah, but she's done it 6 times before. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't...
Well, my thing is maybe that guy who didn't show up... Well, it was this season, wasn't it? Yeah, the guy was there. So I don't know. I don't know what's happened.
Yeah, I don't know why she's just...
Obviously, she has a fucking reason.
Yeah, I understand why it's bad, but she's already done bad things and worse things. I don't think this is as bad as everything else they're doing.
No, she said we're making, we're getting rid of them. We're going to kill them.
Yeah,
the guy put it a little more eloquently than I just repeated, but he's just...
Yeah.
He said something along the lines of we're putting them out of their misery or whatever the hell.
Yeah, and they're going to die anyways. We can help people and make profit, essentially.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean...
Yeah.
So there's another level of grotesqueness, I guess.
It is, but I don't think that's as grotesque.
You're on the side of the organ harvesters. I get it.
No. I mean, they're already dying. Like, I think what they're doing, taking out of dead people, is not as bad as like setting this whole thing up and killing all these people. I just don't think it is, because they're already dead.
What?
I don't think
that guy that she came up and shot that was in the coffin that was still alive. You thought that was a better situation than just having killed him in the first place.
Well, I mean, I felt bad for that guy, but I'm wondering her...
You're saying the capitalist in you.
No. I'm wondering her motivations for doing that, is my thing.
I don't know either. We're going to find out. And obviously, it's setting her up to be the good guy in that circumstance.
If it's a moral issue, then I just don't think it merits an argument. Like, I don't think you can argue the moral issue.
No.
Yeah.
Not everything's a philosophical debate.
No, but if her character, it's a moral issue, if that's what it is, then I don't think it's a good argument. But if it's not that, then it could just be, I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, the fact is that also you're letting these people suffer longer instead of just shooting them. I have not been shot in the leg.
Yeah.
I have not been shot in the stomach.
Yeah,
so you're prolonging their suffering just so they can go in there and make a buck.
Yeah.
That's the idea, too. You can argue that is arguable. If you're going to shoot them, this is the job. I needed the money to find my kid. I took this on myself. I've been doing it for years. What you guys are doing is just another level of just, of shit.
I think it's another level. I don't think it's a deeper level. But if
you're fucking... Dude, imagine getting shot in the gut and you gotta wait for how many hours until these assholes take you in and then kill you and then take your shit.
If her argument is because of that, then it's arguable.
Yeah.
Because if she's doing it for her motivations... Because I can argue her point, but I can't argue her feelings. If her feelings are like, this is better than making them suffer, then I can't disagree with that. But if we're trying to prove which is worse, I don't know if it's worse. But
I don't know. I think I would rather be killed immediately than shot in the stomach, and then this just for these little assholes to take me to another room and then kill me and take my shit. No. I'd rather if all my shit was ruined, so none of them could have it, and they just burn my body.
That's just you being like, fuck everybody.
No! Why wouldn't you want to tell them to fuck themselves? Oh, dude, no, save my heart and organs. You can have those.
Well, it depends if he had an X or no on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he wanted to stay, the way I feel is...
I think you're missing the point. You're pulling an Ephraim right here.
I'm not pulling an Ephraim.
Yeah, you are, because you're very much like Ephraim, so it's like... It's...
Well, he's not my favorite character, though.
Yeah, but probably why? Because you're too much like him.
No, if he had I don't want to say he deserved to die, but if he's one of the guys that's voted to stay longer, you know what I mean? Like, what's the matter? If you're dying anyways, what does it fucking matter? From his point of view, yes. But from her point of view, you're bending it.
I'm not bending it.
I'm asking from her.
I'm saying a man's been shot in the fucking stomach, and if I'm watching this show and I'm going to argue one of their cases, I'm going to say it's probably arguable from a moral standpoint that she's probably a little more in the right. The other guy is just like a crook. He's just being more of a crook.
That depends on her motivations, though. Like, if I'm the guy in the box, it's definitely more...
You think she's just killing him out of spite?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, I have no idea.
Well, then if that's the case, too, then she could be like, well, I took the job, and now at this point, it's consumed everything, and this is terrible, and you guys want to make more profit off of it on the side without telling the big boss? Then fuck you. I'm going to kill him anyway.
That's what I'm wondering. Like,
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with people being towards people's sides. That's what's so great about Scar and Full Metal Alchemist. It's like
they say Scar and Lion King.
No, he's like throwing a wrench in everybody's shit.
Yeah, I don't
great.
I don't like when people are thorns in my side. You know what I mean?
Well, you like good soldiers. Good soldiers follow orders and all that shit.
No, I just don't like when people are try to be a thorn in my side. You know what I mean?
Well,
like, because if I'm not going to be a thorn in their side, why would people be thorn in my side?
I don't know. You're not running a game where people kill one
no, I'm not.
And steal their organs. Okay, so
no, I'm definitely
varying
not.
Circumstances.
But if I'm participating in mass murder, then that's to me much worse than just these guys taking organs that would be used for people. Whether even though the middleman is profiting, and even though you can say he's more reprehensible, more morally reprehensible, the people on the other side of that are definitely being saved.
Yeah, but you don't know if they're good people being saved. It might be like Eldritch Palmer, where that happened in the Strains. If we know he won't be missed. Talking about they found a valuable liver.
Okay, yeah, but you can't make an argument if you don't know. It could be good people, it could be bad people.
Who's gonna buy black market fucking organs? That's a good person.
People like Ian Ho who wanted to save who wanted to save his wife, but he just didn't have the money.
He wasn't going for black market organs. He got a loan from a vendor, and he was going to use it for a treatment that she had, like an actual treatment center.
But he was going to sell his organs on the black market to get money.
That's him selling his organs on the market to people that'll buy it that are shitty people.
So we need the black market.
No, we don't. I'm saying it's a shitty. You're saying it would have helped him. It obviously didn't help him. Look where he ended up too.
That's because he didn't have the money.
You're arguing for the wrong things. You're on the wrong moral side of this.
No,
yes, you are.
I think you're arguing for a gray area.
No, I'm not. I'm not arguing for a gray area. I'm saying it's better to be shot in the head than to be shot in the stomach just for these petty little shits to take you to another room and kill you and take your shit and sell it to other shitty people. But I don't see how that's arguable at all.
No, because if I'm the guy in the box, I agree. If I'm the little girl whose dad is a gangster and he's rich and I need a liver transplant and I'm like 9 years old, then because you're saying the shitty people at the end. I don't know if they're shitty people at the end.
I'm pretty sure most people that would buy organs off the black market probably aren't all like you and I. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, we can't make that judgment.
If it's being sold on the black market, you or I could not fucking afford it.
I mean, normally they're more affordable than the fucking healthcare system. That's why people do it.
Who the fuck's gonna put it in you, huh? What doctor's selling him, whoring himself out on the black market at a cheaper rate than the guy at the hospital?
Someone who doesn't like the medical establishment. I don't know.
That's not how I'm sure that's just what the black market is. It's great, altruistic.
Well, they don't just mail it to you. Here you go.
You're a great altruistic community that's just out there helping people out.
I think there's bad people and good people in that. There's people, but
you must know some people then.
But I do think those guys in the middle.
I'm not saying there won't come a point in time where maybe we can profit from the black market. Okay,
I didn't say that. I'm saying I'm not disagreeing that the people.
Sounds like you're the one arguing for a morally ambiguous stance. That's what it sounds like to me. And you're putting that on me, saying I'm arguing for a gray area, and I'm saying no in the context of this show. And this woman has the job that she's been doing 7 years. You got to kill these people.
Yeah.
And these other little assholes.
Yeah.
You know, they started that some time later, and they're like, no, you know what? Instead of actually killing them, let's just wing them, injure them, They can suffer a little bit longer. We'll take their organs and sell them to these people paying big money for them. There'd be no money in it unless the people on the other side paying for it had good money. So I'm sorry.
That doesn't make them bad. Not all. You know what I mean?
If they're buying it from like questionable sources, where'd that fucking liver come from? I don't know. You don't want to know. Okay. And you just fucking take it. All right? Yeah. There's something wrong with that.
Oh, no.
Okay?
I think generally, yeah. But, like, I mean, sometimes, I mean...
Dude, you're fucking wrong.
No, like,
okay?
so I looked up
I've already made my case. There's nothing else to talk about.
Okay. I guess, to me, it hinges on why she's doing it.
What we're arguing is her fucking stance.
Like, why is she doing it? And is she doing it for moral reasons? I think that could be...
If we're arguing the moral standpoint, then I think you're wrong. Okay. If we're arguing that she's just doing it out of spite, I don't think it fucking matters, and these guys suck anyway. So if someone else is a problem for them, who cares who it is?
I think I was kind of speaking out of turn when I said I hate when people are throwing my sides. I mean, I think what they're doing is wrong, but I'm wondering if she thinks what they're doing is more wrong than what she's been doing for 7 years.
And maybe so.
And I think she would be wrong.
I don't think so.
I can't argue with what you might think about it.
Well, I think you're wrong anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
We're not. Yeah, this is we can't objectively prove here. We're arguing something moral. Okay. I think we could probably spend a half an hour. I think
you'd still be wrong.
I'll let this go. I don't think I'm wrong.
I think you're wrong.
You think organ harvesting is worse than what they're doing?
I think the fact that she was already killing them, you'd already be killing them.
But that's worse.
You shoot them fucking dead instead of winging them, making them suffer just so you can pluck some organs out of them for your profit. But so yeah, that's fucking worse. It's still all wrong.
Yeah, but all those games is for their profit.
You got this spectrum of wrong things. But I'm saying what they're doing is a little farther over
worse on
to
the
complete absolute shit side versus what she's doing. Okay?
You want to keep going? You want to move on?
I think I'm right, so it doesn't really fucking matter. I don't think I'm losing ground here. I think it's just like there's no getting through to you. So it doesn't, whatever. Let's just keep going.
I guess I just think of all the people who died during, like, who were thrown off in that little glass pane game where the jump. Like, all the people engineered that, all the guys with the mask laughing. You know, I just don't think they're worse than guys just in the middle trying to sell organs and people are going to die. Like, I'm not including the guy, obviously, who's going to, like, you know.
I mean, if you have no value for human life and suffering, then I guess that's right. You would be right. I'm serious because like these people are fucking.
Now you're talking to characters, so the argument.
No, I'm not, because that's literally the only stance you could probably take. It's like you're talking about, okay, well, you know, these people they're getting shot, like you said. You've been shot in the stomach, because I haven't. I know it's not something I probably would want to experience.
No. If I was a guy in a coffin, I'd want to get shot.
Yeah,
and I'd want to.
That's the only stance you can take in this.
Yeah, well, I can. If I were him, I would not.
You can't argue for the sake of these other assholes. Like, how do you think it affects the guy in the box? Because you're arguing for people that'll pay.
Well, if I'm arguing for the guy in the box, then I want to die.
You're arguing for the fact that there's people out there that can afford black market organs that come from questionable sources. That you're just saying that, no, it's not like these organs are being harvested and like the hospitals are just buying them all up.
So when I looked up the South Korean healthcare, they do have actually a socialized healthcare, but most of the time people choose private healthcare because they have too much pride to.
So a private practice doctor is buying black market organs.
I don't know, but so most of the time people have too much pride to get socialized healthcare. So, but when they get sick, there are a lot of people in South Korea that just try to resort to the black market, either by getting an organ or selling an organ or whatever else. The gentleman I'm not sure if he's cross-dressing or if he has gender dysphoria and he is identifying as with a different pronoun. Okay.
Hungju.
Yeah. You know what is funny though is whenever if he's either cross-dressing or if he's trying to.
Well, either way, he's got the anatomy of a man.
Yeah.
So it's going to benefit everything. Because you can tell when he comes up to his other guys, he's taller.
Yeah, way bigger. Like, and you were like, yeah, pick that lady up. Like, I definitely use just like they do in, unfortunately, in sports. You know, definitely the biological man should use his, or whatever they're identifying as, their advantage.
I don't care. It seems like he's still a genuine person.
Yeah.
Like, so it's being nice to people and kind and
he was telling
whatever the fuck you call it, but
uplifting.
Yeah,
he's talking to girls saying, hey,
motivational.
That's what you have faith in yourself and
So genuinely, you know, if he's out there to trying to support people and to get them through it, because obviously his life depends on it too.
Yeah.
But
I wonder.
Yeah, him and Young Mi, because Young Mi seemed like she was very.
Young Mi.
That was the chick that, remember, he came up to her, they looked at each other, and he kept going.
Yeah.
And she turned around and said, hey, would you mind being on a team with me? So they kind of first paired up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she seemed like she's really, like, freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, and every time I see, like, nervous, shy Asian women, it makes me feel my heart swell.
I want to know how the fuck Jun-hee got in there. The pregnant chick.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'd be dumb to think they have some kind of moral, like, well, we can't let a pregnant girl in here. I don't know if they care. But I just, okay, my question is she going to give birth before this show ends?
I don't know, maybe.
What does that mean for, is that unprecedented? I imagine for the
Especially the old lady said that Jang, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but number 149, the old lady, the mom.
Yeah.
She said you're getting close.
Yeah. So I didn't get that when I was looking at her, but I didn't. Padme also wasn't. She covered that up pretty well.
Well, some people don't show as largely as others, so they carry lower, and like it's weird. But,
I always saw bigger women.
Girl stuff.
I've always saw bigger women though. Like you can't tell sometimes with them, but skinny women, like you can always tell.
I will say this: my ex-wife didn't carry as large.
Okay.
For the first time she was pregnant, and then with Amelia,
she was very large.
She actually got bigger.
My sister, like, when her first one, she looked like a skinny girl with she looked like they do on TV, like they're skinny and they put a pregnant thing on there, but you think that she's not pregnant. That's my sister actually kind of looked like that, but slightly bigger face. But
so also,
no, I do want to say I'm just curious about that storyline, not just because of who got her pregnant, but I cannot imagine her getting shot. And my question is, do you think something happens and she fails at something and she's going to get shot, and then who's the
chick?
011?
Noelle.
Like she can't do it because she'll say I'm pregnant, and then she'll remember her kid, and she'll remember the kid who's in the hospital, and she won't be able to shoot, and then she'll try to fucking, I don't know.
Maybe that'll be a turnaround for her, and then she'll try to save the kid.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. The captain.
Yeah.
So there's something going on there.
See, if that scene was a flashback of what happened before Gi-hun got taken, I would say, oh, he was obviously the leak.
Yeah.
I still feel like he's connected, but I'm not as...
Well, they've been searching this whole time and haven't found the island.
Yeah.
So maybe he's just been taken around to entertain him and distract him, so he wouldn't find another captain that would take him to the island.
Yeah. But I don't want him to be involved because I like the idea of this long-haired kind of...
Old drunk sea captain.
Yeah, I like him being on our side.
I know, but he may not be, man.
Yeah.
There were 2 instances of that in this episode. He knew Gi-hun's name.
Yeah.
And, of course, In-ho...
Yeah.
Slipped and
revealed
that he knew his name. So...
Do you think, who is the cop?
Jun-ho.
Do you think his conversation with his superiors and the result of that conversation was plot-driven a little too much? Like, they needed to not be believed, so Jin-ho didn't say the things that he could have said, like, I have proof, I have money, and...
Well, probably so. I mean, it's driving things to, we can only do this by extra legal means.
I meant, like, the show writers needed him to be on a certain trajectory, but they knew they had to confront his... Or they wanted to have a conversation between him and his superiors.
They didn't have to, though.
I know.
There's no...
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so it's just like... But I felt like he didn't say what you and I were both like, well, you had proof. You had all that money, and you had a better...
Well, he probably can't turn in the money, though. He needs it. If he turned in the money, he won't be able to pay those guys, the Special Forces guys.
You're right. He could just showed his captain, though. I think his captain would have...
I don't know, though. Because the more people you bring into it, the more compromising...
Yeah. Do you think the captain... I guess I just kind of want the captain... I want him to... not the captain, but the cop... to get some kind of vindication, like he was right.
And then maybe that'll happen still.
Yeah, I would like to. I like for the captain to get involved, maybe towards the end or something.
The captain,
like he believes him.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe these guys. I believe you.
Yeah.
Because this show has demonstrated kind of like this Asian loyalty.
Mm-hmm.
That I just think was very endearing.
Bento box made me hungry.
Dude, I'm hungry too. I get it. Yeah.
It looks really
the guy
good.
I worked with, he took to work every day a bento box, and he called it a bento box, and his wife is Japanese, and made it like, how they stack like the sushi here, and they look at like very organized. It just looks so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Do you like sushi?
Bento box. I do like sushi.
Do you like crab or salmon?
I like salmon.
Yeah.
I don't think I've had crab sushi. Part of the problem too is I'm not sure. I don't know if Shogun has crab sushi.
They do.
Is it legit or is it?
It is legit. Because I've had, like, my wife has gotten, like, the Marietta roll or something, and it's,
Yeah.
like, cream cheese and stuff. It was really good, but it was crab. I was like, oh, what is crab? Because I never wanted crab, really.
Yeah.
But then I had that, at least with all the stuff on it, was freaking delicious. But, like, I normally go for Alaskan salmon, like...
Salmon's good.
Yeah, just
there's
the
one
rice,
of them. There's
salmon.
one of them I didn't really like. I'm trying to remember which one it was.
Have you had eel?
I don't know if I had the eel.
The eel is one that's cooked, and it's fucking good. It's my favorite. But it's, like, much more expensive.
I don't know. I haven't had the eel.
I don't say it's my favorite, because they do
There's
put,
one
like...
of the fish. One of the fish ones wasn't very good.
I feel like every time, like, I have an option to get tuna, like, I don't want it, because I just think of tuna sandwiches. I go, I just want my tuna sandwiches to be my tuna.
Yeah.
And I want my fucking sandwich.
Well, whichever
to be,
one
like,
it was, one of those, I liked the salmon,
Yeah.
but one of them was not very good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it was tuna, but I don't remember. Because it's had this, it was really kind of wet consistency to the meat. It wasn't very flavorful.
Oh, okay.
And I was kind of like...
I'll say this. This season is just as great as the previous one. You know, obviously, it
good.
doesn't have the novelty, but...
Well, I mean, the first time, I think
it feels like it
really
can...
sold well with the games.
Yeah.
And, like, the intensity, the anticipation.
Yeah.
And now we know that this episode's not... They didn't finish with that.
Yeah. It's a literal continuation of the same story. It doesn't feel like a separate thing that's a sequel. It feels like you're continuing the story.
Yeah.
And it's doing it all the right ways, in my opinion, so far.
Agreed.
So, anyways, I think that's it, guys. Hope you like our conversations and our arguments. We love having them. Hopefully you like watching them. And we'll have this next one up as soon as possible. Bye-bye.